Hey guys, it's Drac and this is a box. This is actually a very special box as it has a blaster that has not been released nor seen stateside yet. So, super duper excited to bring this review to you, but before I do, I have to thank my good buddy Adrian Garcia. He's on Instagram at SunCityNerf, link down below, and his 4 wonderful children. I want to shout out all of them for sending this my way so that I could bring the review to you guys and everybody could see it. That's wonderful. So his 4 kids are Giovanni, Orlando, Elijah, and Isabella. And so thank you to all 5 of the Garcia clan for making this possible. So let's get inside. I am so very, very excited. This is a blaster I've been looking forward to for a long time. Check out this knife, guys. You think it's factory new? Only real Drac fans will recognize this knife. The ones who skip my knife review videos will not. Alrighty, so we are inside, and it is well protected. Oh my gosh, did the kids send gifts? That, you didn't have to do that. That looks so cool. So it's the white clip from the Stormtrooper. Oh, what's this? I haven't seen this. This is a surfing Pikachu vintage figurine. That is so very, very neat. A Fire Strike and a fully decked out heavy custom Maverick. That is the coolest. Thanks so much, Garcia clan. These are awesome. Whoa. And I've been meaning to make a video about this kind of darts. These are really, really cool. So I am so stoked to have another white clip in my arsenal. In fact, I'm going to set that aside. It looks pretty good next to an old school Elite Alpha Trooper. This Maverick's paint job is wonderful, guys. Thank you so very, very much. What a way to send awesome fan mail. But this is what the video is supposed to be focusing on right here. So let's take a look at it. It's a Target exclusive once it hits stateside, but this is the Nerf Doomlands Impact Zone Desolator. So we've got a real ice theme going on. Flywheel cage up top. We might even have to take this one apart. It is that cool. And white darts with black tips. That is really neat. This clip is slightly curved and awesome. It's a 10 dart clip. It is really, really cool. Claiming that it's motorized, of course, with flywheels. I think it's going to take 4 AA's, which fit into this pack back here. This is actually really neat. Sometimes the clear is a gimmick, like in the Doomlands line so far. It lets you see the internals, but in this case, it lets you see the internals and more. This would be an awesome candidate for like all sorts of modifications and paint jobs, especially since my personal belief is that the Stryfe is being phased out, and that could be totally off base, but that's what I think is happening right now. This would be its most direct replacement. So this is essentially a Stryfe with an integrated stock that has the battery pack built in for it, but this is really, really cool, guys. I don't know what else to say about it. We went back in time to our old video area so that we could make this. What is this? Is this a Pog? Oh my gosh. It's a Ditto Pog that just fell out. The Garcias are too kind, but the Impact Zone Doomlands Desolator. Let's take a look on the back. Oh, we have a comic. I get to do the comic voice. In a world where the meteor's impact zone and alien spores changing harmless ash into deadly creatures, a lone hero emerges to the zone to destroy the spore and battle the infection. So these are some of our alien menaces, it looks like, and we've got our Doomlands Duder taking out old Frosty with his long arm, which is down here. So not a strong arm, but a long arm. That's going to be an interesting sidearm to go with the Desolator, but right now we're focused on this. So this is a full primary class performance capable blaster that happens to be as compact. It's really like an SMG. If we want to get into it and give it like a technicality like that, this is an SMG sized blaster, but it is really, really neat. So let's get the darts that it came with out. And we are going to need batteries. So I might cut it real quick to load it up with batteries, but In the meantime, let's look at the ergonomics. Plenty of handle space, an actual really good thumb port, tons of room even for large hands. This is pretty cool, very compact, like I said, SMG. My hands find this foregrip immediately. Lots of bounce between these two. We have, of course, a rev switch and a trigger, which you can see working inside. That's so neat. And then the combination of this being a slightly clear clip with a white receiver is super duper cool, and that PMAG style bumper that we were getting in the double dealer, a little bit different, kind of more sci-fi-esque here, less PMAG-esque. We have the 10 round curved clipazine that leads up into this. So the ergonomics of this are actually fantastic. It rolls right in. It is a very thin shell here, which might be the one disadvantage, is that as opposed to a regular clip well, this is kind of thinning out, but it's that high quality Nerf plastic that we've come to expect, so it should be a-okay. We've got plenty of tactical rail. I'm glad to see the tactical rail being utilized. I am very sad to see that this is not an in-strike front attachment. What gives, Hasbro? What's wrong with a perfect system? I get that we have an integrated stock, so we don't need a new stock point on this guy, but I want to put my barrels on this, and I can't put barrels on something without a barrel attachment point. The in-strike system was so good, but this is the Desolator. We have full deco on both sides. I love that this is painted here, 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 here. I think that that's really, really cool. I don't like that the clear is only on one side. I think it would be much better if the clear went all the way through. Could be really, really cool for some LED work in the future. Tons of warning labels on this side, but the black and white looks really, really hot. It definitely screams that kind of like icy wasteland that we're going for here. But without any more talking about it, let's load it up with batteries and fire it. I am so excited to see if this is getting elite performance. Alrighty, so let's break it down. We'll do it speedy style too. Alrighty guys, so super simple, super easy to get the batteries installed. Has plenty of locks, not revving without a clip in. Will rev once we have a clip in. Sounds a lot like a Stryfe, guys. In fact, as I look down the barrel, I'm seeing very traditional flywheels. They look very, very normal to me. They're the flat kind, they're glossy, they're stock Nerf flywheels. Now we might just have to look inside this thing, because I am so excited, and I know that it means a lot to the modification community with how popular the Stryfe is. So we do have a switch up here, which means that the jam door, it will not rev, so there is an electronic lock up top. And I mean, we just have to fire it. Let's get to full rev. So that's about what I expect from a stock Stryfe, and that seems to be about right. I think of these as sub-elite performance, because elite springers do much better, but we know that we can amp this up very, very easily with all of the stuff. If you have any questions about flywheel modification, check out my video on Sanguine. I worked really, really hard on it, guys, and it's got a full materials list. But this is cool. I think these are my new favorite darts. The white on black looks really, really neat. It'll be fun to use my label maker on them, but I like the compactness of the blaster. Definitely not a Stryfe, like not a full replacement for the pistol, but if we carved all of this off, we'd actually have a narrower profile flywheel blaster. The fact that the cage comes out like this is a little bit obnoxious, but it isn't the end of the world. Really, truly, like, I think that it's going to be a very popular blaster for modders and collectors, just because it's got so much cool stuff going on. Like, it's a really good looking blaster. I did bring out this Elite Alpha Trooper so that you could see a size comparison. It's almost identical in length to a stock Elite Alpha Trooper. So that's all the way down and up to the top. You can tell that that is kind of where this is at. And that makes it like a compact blaster size. In fact, it makes it very popular for me because I love the length of the Elite Alpha Trooper. Now I'm going to have to get used to gripping it in the middle, but that's cool. As long as Adrian sent it, that looks pretty good. That doesn't look bad at all. It's almost the same depth and holds 2 extra darts. I don't know. Do you guys think that the 10 round clipazines are going to catch on? So that's my review, guys. I'll make a full modification video, which I will link in the description box below, but I'm very excited to crack this blaster open. I think that it's going to be great. I'm really, really excited to play with it a little bit more.